Reggae Boyz topped their group in emphatic style against Guatemala, and it was a performance that we all hope is the beginning of great things to come.
Jamaica have a lifeline. How about this?
They got Gunnaz podcast.
Hello and welcome back to the Gunnaz podcast. I'm your host, Dicanio, an Arsenal fan who covers everything Reggae Boyz and local football. If you enjoy the content that I do here on this channel, remember to leave a like, as every single video I do on this channel must get to 200 likes. So just go ahead and smash that like button. Also, a very free way to support the channel is by hitting that subscribe button. So go ahead, smash the like button and hit that subscribe button and help us get to our goal of 5,000 subscribers before the end of the month. Now, the game against Guatemala was a very, very good one, folks. I don't know if you guys realize, but right now I'm very hoarse. You see, because one bag of shouting, one bag of cussing, and one bag of excitement at the match. And you know, as usual, every home game we did it. And it was just a very refreshing game to watch, bro. I'm not come with no complaints at all. Yes, you might have a little one complaint here and there with Damian Lowe kick with the ball and Leon Bailey hold on the ball too long. But we not beat them for the game here because it was an exceptional performance from start to finish. I think tactically Steve McLaren kind of tricked Guatemala in the first 15 minutes of the game, playing Leon Bailey on the left and Cephas on the right. I think he knew that that wasn't going to be very effective, but it lured Guatemala into some state of comfort, right? And the moment he switched the flanks or told them to switch flanks, the game it just turned on its head from there, right? Leon Bailey, like the moment, even my brethren with the side of me, the moment I see them switch flank, me I say, brother, look how long him to do that. Now we're going to see Jamaica kick them first shot of the game. And so said so that. Ball go upon Leon Bailey. Body rock, cut in, slam dance, right? Goalkeeper saved that shot. And then right after, it was Ronaldo Cephas on the left, taking 3 players on, bursting and pushing the ball past all of them and providing a wicked crossing to Warner Brown. And the header just went over the bar. Warner Brown was exceptional in this game. I think he took a total of 5 shots, about 3 headers. I think most all of them, those headers went over the bar, and the other 2 were his goals, right? He also had another shot that could have gotten him his hat-trick. I don't know why he didn't shift the goalkeeper and kick the ball into the net, but at the end of the day, people, Warner Brown, that's 4 goals in his last 3 starts, or 4 goals in 3 starts for the Reggae Boyz. And I was in the stadium and I was talking to a few fans, and I was basically telling them that Warner Brown is the new Darren Mattox. He is the new Darren Mattox. He is set to become the new Paul Tiro, especially being an Arnett Garden man. And we just really hope that he can stay injury-free. And because the shirt is his right now, he is Jamaica's starting striker. Warner Brown is Jamaica's starting striker. And whether they like local baller, whether they like diaspora players, he has the shirt. And it's up to him to lose it or somebody to take it off him. And it's going to be very hard to do that with him having 4 goals in 3 starts for the country, right? So yeah, people, just a very overall wonderful game. I'm going to give you guys my player ratings. But before I give you guys my player ratings for the game, I want to give you a few stats and facts, I should say, about the game. Now, that win was our first win at the National Stadium since June 6, 2024. So it's almost a full year. As you guys already know, we have been drawing a whole lot of games at the National Stadium, right? And it's been a very long time since we played there and actually won a football game. The last time, I believe, was actually a World Cup qualifier that we played against Dominican Republic. And I think that day it was Ronaldo Cephas who assisted Shamar Nichols for a goal, which was 1-0, right? That was last year, literally a year and 4 days ago since we won a game at the National Stadium. So that was a very good thing to see, and that we got that monkey off our back. Now, the second fact of the game is that this is the first time we've scored 3 goals in a game at the National Stadium since June 2022 against Suriname again. So this is another monkey we've gotten off our back. The office needs to be a place that people fear us, and that when they come here, they they feel already defeated, right? So this was the first step in that right direction. The next fact for the game is that this was our first win over a Central American team at home since September 2023. We're in 2025, folks, right? That is going on to almost 2 years now since we beat a Central American team at home. And we are going to be playing more Central American teams at home. So again, this is another monkey off our back that should breathe confidence into the team whenever we have those Central American teams to play in the final stages and the final round of World Cup qualifying. The other fact of the game is that Andre Blake now has 30 clean sheets for the country. A wonderful servant, wonderful captain, and yet 30 clean sheets. The next one is that Ramon Burrell and Tyrese Campbell also made their home debuts for Jamaica. Tyrese Campbell, I think, he came on, but you could see that quality that he has. The movement, completely different. He's a wonderful asset to have in the team. I know Cephas has the shirt now, but going forward, the more Tyrese Campbell grows, is the more he's going to cement that left side. Especially if Cephas doesn't continue to grow. Right now, Cephas is the man. But I can see in 2 years' time, Tyrese Campbell really cementing a spot in this team. His movement is different. It's very clear that he has been in England from a very young age and he has been developed well. He knows how to control the ball, how and when to move, when to give and go, when to stay. So even in that short cameo, you saw a whole lot of experience from a very young lad. So I'm very, very excited to see him. Ramon Burrell also had his chance to score after coming on, and he fluffed his shot. A good backup as well, someone that can stretch defenses and can get stuck in. So a very good backup for Warner Brown. Another fact as well is that we now have 4 wins in a row in World Cup qualifying. And it is the first time that we have done this in a full cycle since we accomplished it in 2000. And that was for the 2002 World Cup qualifier campaign, right? Another fact as well is that we now have back-to-back clean sheets in World Cup qualifying for the first time since October 2021. And the final fact is that this is the first time that we are scoring 2 first-half goals at the National Stadium since June 2022. So again, people, a whole lot of monkeys that we've taken off our backs right now. And this was just a very, very wonderful performance, a wonderful day at the office. The vibes was good. Another thing we have to shout out was them finally getting selectors. Jamaica is a place known for music. Anywhere music, their vibes stay, right? So that is a very good way to attract fans and make sure that fans come back again. It's not only the football match, but it's the music, the vibe that fans get that makes them want to come back, right? So entire vibe in the National Stadium was wonderful, and it really gave the players that push. You could see the players dancing before. It was getting them in that vibe before the game to go there and actually play for the shirt, right? So yeah, folks, we're going to head right into the player ratings now. We have started with Andre Blake, again, 30 clean sheets for the country. And yeah, I'm going to give him an 8. Joel Latibodier, wonderful game for Joel Latibodier. I think he was the best in the back line, providing with overlapping, underlapping. I think C. McLaren implemented the inverted fullback role where he was playing in that game. So you saw him more in the midfield while Davian Lowe was covering the wide part of that right side. So I think it was just one of the best games we've seen Joel Latibodier play. And I think he is the starting right back going forward. With all due to Dexter all due respect to Dexter Mbikisa, Joel Latibodier is a man. He plays at a higher level. Right back is his natural position. And he's just more accustomed to it. He can do more things. He can invert. He can overlap when required. He can underlap when required. And his game IQ is definitely up there. So going forward, Joel Latibodier is the starting right back. And you can finally see the pieces of the puzzle finally being put into play. Damian Lowe, I didn't give you guys a rating for Joel Latibodier. I'm going to give him an 8.5. As I said, he was the best in the back line. Damian Lowe, standard 8. Didn't really kick away the ball a lot. I don't think I cursed him once in the game, which is an all-time record for me as it relates to Damian Lowe. Solid performance. Again, I never cuss him one time. And trust me, I'm somebody who love cuss Damien also. I give him a 8 point. A 8. Or an 8. Now moving on to Mason Holgate. Now he had to be withdrawn in the 41st minute for Richard King. He was okay until then. So I'm just going to give him a standard 7. But Richard King was wonderful when he came on. There's something about Richard King that it's very Jamaican. It's unorthodox. He likes to leave that back line. But he doesn't just do it without coverage. He picks his timing very well. So even if he does lose the ball or if the attack doesn't break up or if the attack does break up, it's not a case that if they counter, we're going to be caught. So he has an unorthodox style of play that definitely does help when you're trying to break down a team, right? So I'm going to give Richard King a 7, and he is also set to make a move to Europe. So big up yourself, Richard King, and congratulations on your transfer. Now the left back, Amari Bell, solid performance. A bit shaky in the first half, but again, didn't give anything away. I'm going to give him a 7. No, Isaac Hayden. I'm going to give Isaac Hayden an 8.5. Wonderful performance from Isaac Hayden. Cleaning up every single thing in that midfield. That is what we brought him in for, right? To clean up, keep the ball ticking, keep the intensity high, and he is thriving in that lone role in the midfield with everything ticking around him. We're not asking him to thread lines. We're not asking him to do anything other than win the ball and keep it rolling. And that is exactly what he did. Now, the next friggin' midfielder people is Jonathan Russell.
I'm gonna tell them to put the pussy clot cheese in the dog. And then fuck with the cheese. What do you know about blood clot John Russell? Fuck gonna feel like that. No like me I tell them get the money on the side. Bumbukla.
Believe. Bill tell them about this man in the youth. Bill tell them about this man. His 8 abilities, his 6 abilities to play with player, box crashing, abilities in both boxes, can score at one end and defend at the other end. This man was bucking out them crosses while he buck out them mesh. When I tell me say youth, the entire stadium saw him for the very first time play a full 90 minutes. Well, he never played the full 90 minutes, but play a full game. He came off in the 84th, right? And everybody in that stadium must say how them love him. Some people are calling him Busquets, some people are calling him another name, attacker, brother, people. When the ramp with the cheese and the cheddar in the youth. 1 Jonathan Russell, never 2. 10 me I give my killer youth. Man of the match, I'm a bias too. Bias, brother. And then talk to me and tell me nothing, brother. Man of the match. The first goal to get that monkey off the back and make the team start settle. Wonderful balling by Leon Bill. We're going to talk about him later on. But come on, people. Everybody know about John Russell now. John, but hey, don't cuss in the youth. 1 Jonathan, never few. Right? 10. Next up, we have Demari Gray. Now, Demari Gray, he was playing attacking midfield, but he did have to do a lot of work. He did run a lot. And I have to give him props. Because I was one of them that was saying that I want either Bailey or Gray for bench. I'm sick and tired for the 2 of them a start, blah, blah, blah. But if Demari Gray is going to put in those performances as a midfielder, I have no problem at all playing him there. He takes care of the ball well. He knows when to shift, unlike such man and Bailey. So I'm not going to batter Billy and Bailey that much for the game. But still, you know when to shift. You know when to do the flare. But the flare is not just for flare's sake. The flare with Demari Gray is to be or to do something effective, right? So that is the difference. And he got an assist as well for his troubles. So yeah, man, that corner that Warner Brown that he took, that Warner Brown scored to make it 3-0, that was his assist. So maybe with Demari Gray and 8, right? Now Ronaldo Cephas, it was just a standard Cephas performance. You know, so I'm gonna kill them with pace, demon speed on the left, right? His crossing ability, I have to say, people, on that left foot. You don't think he's a left-footed player? This brother though have a right foot. He's a right-footed player, but his right foot is trash. That me I tell the brother. This man crossed the ball on him left foot and crossed the ball on him right foot so well. His crosses are tremendous. This you just need to know some little game IQ, bro. Simple thing where you should have learned for a long time. As Steve McLaren said, he's a late developer. Right? If that man did just know simple body positioning and how to receive a ball sometime. Brother, that man would have world-class serious thing. And again, I must say would have. I never say he is. But he has world-class talent. People, nobody else in world football than probably Vinicius. You ever see can push the ball past 3 man like that and deliver such pitch perfect crosses every minute. The man is going down on the byline. The man is just a constant threat. No matter who you see him play against, he could have been the best left back in the Premier, he could have been the worst player in the Concacaf. The man just can always beat him full back. Zine never get a goal or assist. However, he created a lot of chances in this game. Specifically, he created 3 chances. One of them was a big chance. He took a shot himself, right? Yeah, man, standard, wonderful performance from Cephas. And I'll give him a 8. Now, Leon Bailey. Boy, get an assist. Wonderful crossing. When he switched over to the right side, he was playing a bit better. But boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yo, brother, who has sponsored Leon Bailey boots? Who really has sponsored Leon Bailey boots, brother? Why every time this brother you dribble him a slip and nobody else on the field now slip when him a dribble? Something wrong with your dribbling, brother. You need to sort out your dribbling, dog. Every time you slip and I lose the ball or I mash up the man them play. But apart from that, he got his assist. Performance was good. Shots on goal. He never overdo it as much. And the fans never did that killing. Zine, obviously he missed the penalty, but Warner Brown, who I was saying should have kicked the penalty in the first place, eventually scored. So, yeah, man. It ended up working out good in the end. And finally, Warner Brown, who bagged a brace. Now, it wasn't an overall wonderful performance from Brown, but he did put the ball in the net 2 times. And the way that he did it just showed the type of striker that he is. This man is born to coach. This man is born to steal and born to pick your pocket. He could have got a hat-trick from the fact that he picked the Guatemalan defender's pocket. I don't have to do a shift the keeper and score, but he keep ball right on the keeper. Zine? So it just shows you what this man is all about. A goal from a follow, from a penalty miss from Leon Bailey, and then that poacher's goal, Zine, from Warner Brown, from the corner that Demar Gray took. So, yeah, man, really and truly, he is the man of the match for scoring those 2 goals. So I'm going to give him a 10. But when I don't know, so this is a biased channel. So I'm not going to give him the 10. I'm going to give Jonathan Russell. Because one Jonathan Russell youth. Never few. The rest of the substitutions were standard. So I give them standard second. Ravel Marcy come on and settle it. Burrell came on, got his chance, didn't score. King was wonderful. Casey Palmer come on and move like a Ronaldinho on the pitch. And Tyrese Campbell already gave you guys the review. The coach's rating would have given Steve McLaren a 10 out of 10. Him get everything right. Substitutions were on point. Would have purposely Ravel a bit earlier, but whatever, man. And that is it, people. Wonderful, wonderful performance. Next up, we have the Gold Cup, which is, I believe, is it 6 days or 4 days away? The next match that we have, people, is actually 6 days away on the 16th in the Gold Cup against Guatemala again. So this was the audition, the serious time. Well, today was a serious time as well, or yesterday was a serious time as well. But another serious time as well, right? Because we want to win this Gold Cup going into World Cup qualifiers. So we have Guatemala to play again, back to back, on the 16th. That's going to be on a Monday, 9 p.m. game. So, yeah, man, people. If you're in America, go on and go support the team. But that is it, people. Wonderful performance. Big up yourself, John Russell. Big up yourself, Warner Brown. And that is it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Jamaica have a lifeline. How about this?
They got Gunnaz podcast.